सो MCS 208 कोर्स का ये लास्ट यूनिट है ब्लॉक 4 के अंदर, यूनिट 12. ओके, सो यहाँ पे जो यूनिट 12 है जिसमें है फाइल स्ट्रक्चर्स के अंदर बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ फाइल ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, key drivers for file organization, sequential files or operations on sequential files, type of sequential files, advantages and disadvantages of sequential files, use case of sequential files. Okay, next direct file organization में has function and creation, resolution, advantages and disadvantages of direct file organization, ये सारा है. तो इसका एक शॉर्ट वे में हम यहाँ पे रखे हैं, तो यहाँ से पढ़ लेते हैं. तो फाइल स्ट्रक्चर्स की इंट्रोडक्शन. फाइल आर द बेसिक बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स ऑफ अ डेटा स्टोरेज. ओके, फाइल में हम लोग डेटा स्टोर करके रखते हैं, फाइल 1 फाइल 2 काइंड ऑफ दिस. फाइल आर द बेसिक बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स ऑफ डेटा स्टोरेज. एवरी सिस्टम फ्रॉम ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम टू डेटाबेस यूज फाइल्स. Every system, like from operating system to database, uses files to store, update and manage data. Real life example, think of our phone gallery. Each photo is a file. The way your phone organizes and retrieves these photos is called file organization. Objectives, like what a file is, different type of file organization, sequential, direct, indexes, sequential file organization work, their advantages, disadvantages and use cases. Like, okay, so this is a basic concept of file. A file is a collection of data records, correct? Each data record represents one complete piece of information. Example, one student, one employee or like product. So file operations: creating, updating, deleting, merging and searching, right? Make a new file, add or modify that file, remove file record and combine multiple files together. Find a specific record using a key. Okay, so example, in a company's employee file, each row represents an employee key. Employee ID, field's name, address, department, date of join. Employee ID and this is the department, join date. Okay, like your contact list, each contact is a record and their phone number is the key used to find them instantly. Okay, file organization. A file organization means how records are stored and retrieved from files. It determines where each record goes, how fast you can access and modify. Common types: sequential files, store in an order. Relative or direct files, store using a fixed key and address. Indexed sequential files have both an index and a data file. Real life example, think of a book in a library. Sequential, book arranged by the serial number. Direct, each self labeled, go directly to the self file. Okay, each self has labeled 1 2 3 4 kind of labels. Stick it on every self, you go directly to the file. If you think you will find your desired book, you will find it in self 5. So direct you can shift to that and get from that self. Indexes, library catalog. Index tells you which self has the book. Okay, correct, yes. Indexes means this library in library catalog tells you which self has that book. Key drivers for the file organization. Faster retrieval, easier insert, update and delete, prevent data duplication, better storage management. Like arranging clothes in your wardrobe by color, type and size so you can find things faster. Sequential files, record are stored one after another in a fixed order, usually stored by a key. Used in old storage system like tape drivers. You must read from the beginning until you reach the target. How can you access it? So sequential file means records are stored one after another in a fixed order, usually stored in a key. by a key like roll number and employee ID. Used in old storage system like tape drivers access, you must read from the beginning until you reach the target record. Like watching a movie on a VHS tape, to record the end, you must play through everything before it. Operation in a sequential files like insert, find the correct position by key value and insert there. Usually done in a batch mode and transaction low. Delete, mark the record as deleted in the log, then remove it during merging. Update, add delete marker, insert new version of record. Retrieve, read records by one in order. Real life example like maintaining a register. When a new student joins, you find the correct roll number spot and spot to add their entry. Type of sequential files like pile files, record added as they come. Records added as they come. Searching is slow. You must check one by one. Example, adding photos to your gallery without albums, everything in a one folder. Adding photos in a gallery without album, everything is in one folder. Sorted files, records kept in a sorted order by key. Insertion needs sorting again, slower input but faster search. Example, maintaining your expenses list sorted by date. Advantages, simple to implement, use store efficiently, great to archiving old data, cheap storage like magnetic tapes. Disadvantages, slow access, costly to update and insert, no direct access, all record must have the same structure. Advantages, simple to implement, uses storage efficiently, great for archiving old data, cheap storage like magnetic tapes. So use cases, used for data backup, archiving and batch processing where speed isn't important. Direct file organization. Okay. Direct file organization, random access. Here each record is directly accessed by its key using a hash function that maps the key disk addresses. Okay, so real life example for direct file organizing is like locker in a gym. Each key directly opens a specific locker. How it works? Record address hash key, record stored randomly across disk blocks. Use in hard disk, CDs and direct access storage. Hash function and collision resolution. Hash function converts key into address. Hash function converts key into address. But when the two keys give same address is a collision. Collision resolution techniques, separate chaining. Store multiple records the same address using a linked list. Open addressing, find next available empty spot. Think of two people trying to park in the same parking spot. One waits or finds the next free space. Advantages, very fast access, ideal for real-time system, fast insert, delete and update for the large data storage. Disadvantages, costly technology may waste storage space, need index maintenance. Index sequential file. This combines sequential plus direct file access. Data stored sequentially, index file allow direct jump to the specific order. Real life example like a dictionary. Finds index A to Z help you to jump directly to the correct page, but words are still stored alphabetically within the section. How it works, index file contains key address mapping. Data file stores record in order, two-level hierarchy, level 1 index and level 2 is data. Static versus dynamic indexes. Static structure fixed even if data changes. Dynamic updates cause index structure to change automatically. Disadvantages and advantages. So static versus dynamic index. Static structure fixed even if data changes. Dynamic update cause index structure to change automatically. Direct plus sequential access both possible. Faster searching and inserting. Disadvantages: use extra storage for index file. Implementation cost is high, requires random access devices. Used in banking system where you can access one customer directory or the sequence. Silly for reports. Okay, so this is all for this sequential files.